So you're telling me the entire meaning and beauty of the universe is encapsulated in Scarlett Johansson? Yeah, that sounds about right. Lucy is Luc Besson's metaphysical look into the meaning of existence, being, and the concept of God, all masquerading as a Scarlett Johansson action movie. The film follows a woman caught up in a drug deal gone wrong who turns the tables on her captors when she undergoes a mind-bending transformation. What happens next challenges the very laws of physics and human experience, as well as my ability to decipher exactly what philosophy I'm being shown here. I mean, if nothing else, it is nice to have a movie that makes you think, so let's start there. Lucy is one of those movies you could spend hours trying to figure out its meaning and wondering if every revelation you have is something intended by the storyteller or something your own brain just decided to make up. Concepts like humanity, immortality, omniscience, deity, evolution, and transcendence are just a few of the things touched on here, and are done so in increasingly mind-bending and beautiful ways. The effects are extremely well done and emphasize the physical realities of this metaphysical endeavor. The truth is, I'm a sucker for a movie like this, and therefore have been theorizing about who Lucy was and what it means since I walked out of the theater. But there has to be more to it. It shouldn't just be a science lecture, it's supposed to be an action movie as well. And thanks to Scarlett Johansson, it may just succeed on both accounts. She's the best thing about this movie, moving through this transformation in a way that feels believable and meaningful. She's asked to do a lot here, and I think she comes through as both the action goddess who bests the bad guys and the evolving goddess who sees the world better than any human ever has. But depending on which of those movies you came in expecting to see, you may be disappointed. The hard part about trying to do both the edge-of-the-seat action and depth-of-the-mind philosophy is at the end of the film you have to choose which one you want to emphasize. What is this movie really about? And for Besson, he clearly seems to want it to be about the thought experiment more than the action, meaning the bang-bang takes a backseat to the big bang by the time we get towards the end. If you only came to see Scarlett kick some butt, you may not want a scientific exploration of intellect as it relates to evolution and human immortality. But that's the route Besson has decided to emphasize. The worst thing about that decision is that these intellectual exercises are ultimately unsatisfying in a dramatic way, even if they're intriguing to think about. We become unsure of what we're rooting for, how we're supposed to identify with this character as she changes, and the film becomes more scientific treatise than story-driven plot. Overall, Lucy is a doozy of a movie with an incredible performance by Scarlett Johansson. Though the fast-paced action eventually gives way to the philosophical thought experiment, it still scrambled my brain enough to earn a B. Thanks for checking out this Your Movie Friend review. You can stay tuned for this review's best ever challenge here in a bit. First, I want to throw some stuff up over here that you can click on. If you'd like to subscribe, which I'd very much appreciate, you can do that by clicking the big gray subscribe button. Want to see more? Well, you can click over here to check out my reviews of Hercules, Persecuted, and Wish I Was Here. You can also click the logo right up here to go to the all-new YourMovieFriend.com, where you can find a searchable database of reviews, as well as the written text of these videos. And finally, this review's best ever challenge, where you name the best movie ever in a particular category. Also try to identify what my choice is. Here we go. What is the best Scarlett Johansson movie ever? Wow, so many good choices. Hard to choose just one, but I'll go with the one that had the most Nikola Tesla references. Drop your own answer and a guess at mine in the comments, and the first person to guess mine does get that point. Thanks, and please subscribe.